Hello lords and ladies, and welcome to another video of GC9 walkthrough. Before we're going to GC9, I just want to show you this guy. He has attacked my villages a few times already, and he is trying to play as a pirate. So I have talked to him, and then he have said that, do you have rum for me? And he pretends to be a pirate. Okay. I suppose that this is one of these confused people who thinks that he's a buccaneer in this game. It's mostly land. There's no sea. But anyways, this guy has attacked my villages and taken over my stuff. A few weeks ago he took him and I took him back. And he's pretending to be a pirate, but I don't think so. So this guy is Hagen, and he wants to pretend that he's a pirate. This is Welt 2. These words, German words, I don't play. I normally go and collect some trophies. That word I already ended. I'm not very serious about it. There was not many treasure castles popping up, and it wasn't fruitful. So this is the same here. There's no treasure castles around me. You can see that. There are no treasure castles, one here, but that's a level 34, so they rarely pop. So about this guy, if you come here and go to his faction, you find that tenure 27 is here, and then he has been around again. He has done this before. He has attacked me unprovoked, in other words. And when you come here to another faction, you can see that they have a banned user. So these people actually are users of bots normally, I assume. And the reason they are doing it is because I am covering about the bots. So Devolver, the parent of Firefly, is in a not in a very good position. They have around 74 million pounds in deficit. They are not doing very well. So I think that if they were serious about it, this game has 8 million users who has signed up, and then only a fraction of it, tenths of a percent of those people are playing it. And if the 8 million people going to play this, maybe Devolver can actually come out of the deficit and make some profit, because they are doing really bad. The stock has plunged. Since they take over Firefly and a few other companies, they have been going down around, their stock were 180 pounds and now it is 18 pounds. They have around 400 million in shares, and if they are going to use that 400 million to sue these people and put them behind bars, I mean, not this, I don't know this guy, but the people who are breaking the law and they are doing the bot thing, if they are Russians, they can sue the government of Russia for organizing these things and then take the money from the blockaded money that Russia has outside. And then if they can create a few positive news about this game and bring them 8 million people back, if they pay around 15 pounds a month, then the problem of Devolver is ended and they can just roll the company on this game. And I don't think they're going to do that. But for Hagen 66, this is Welt 2, and because he's pretending to be a pirate with his friend tenure 27, I have nothing to tenure 27. But for Hagen 66, I want to put a bounty on him so he can feel like a pirate. If you raise his villages, for every 5 of his villages that you raise here, I give you, for every 5 villages of him that you raise, I give you 120 crowns. You have to raise 5. You have to raise 5 villages, and you have to raise them, and they have to be fully built. If he didn't put troops on his castles, then that's his problem. But then the castles has to be completed, and I give you 120 crowns for 5 villages of this guy in Welt 2. If you raise them. So I hope that this pirate playing guy is going to feel good that he has a bounty on his head. Anyways, moving out to GC9. So this is GC9. I moved to the map. Let's see Canada. You can see that Canada here, they lost the counties. House 1 was holding, and still there is House 1 here present. There are few of them here in southwest Canada, but the counties are held by House 10. In the East Canada, I don't see many of the House 19 Alliance. So Double Eagles have one here and here. In Iceland they are present, but these counties are also controlled by House 10 Alliance, the fighters. So the fighters also hold West Coast here, and in the East Coast still there is some House 19. I think they are fighting House 4 because the way the map looks is different. House 10 here present, so I think they are here. And then Mexico, there's more of House 1 in Mexico. There's a lot more House 19 players in south of Mexico, and here there is a lot of them. You can see the Caribbeans, Cuba here is still the same story. House 19 is controlling here, and then these three didn't change much. We're coming to north of South America, so here you can see there's presence of House 1. There are more of them here, and there's not many of them elsewhere. Here in Ecuador there's less of them. The House 2 still controls the country, but there's still House 19 presence here. Venezuela the same, they have expanded here, I can see. And in Bolivia and Paraguay still House 10 Alliance has land. So what happened to Sammy, I don't know. Maybe he's on vacation mode. He lost a village here, he has bought it back. Here we can see in Argentina there's a lot of them here. They have almost taken over the more than 30% of the parishes here. South of Argentina there's a lot of them here too. Chile is still in the hands of House 2, but there is a lot more of House 19 players here as well. Here we come to south of Africa, and here we can see that Lesotho and Swaziland are still in the hands of House 10. I think they are monking them out. There is more of them, they can vote House 10 out, but they're still controlling. South of Angola was in the hands of House 19. There was some raises here. I don't see many villages of House 19, just one here. And the story for the middle of Africa is the same. Still House 19 is expanding here. They have more land. Now they have a little bit less. And they still control Rwanda and Burundi. And here they also control Uganda. And then here we come to the west. They control this Morocco and Western Sahara together, but here now for a short while this is in the hands of House 10. We have some presence of them here down in the... Oh, we don't have any of them here. That's strange. Going to Egypt, still this area is the same. This is a safe zone at the moment. And this parish that was here, I don't know which one is it now. Oh, here. Still these players here. Yemen and Saudi Arabia now are flipped and in the hands of House 10 Alliance. House 2 is controlling Yemen and House 10 is controlling Oman. Here you can see the situation. In Turkey we have the presence still the same, actually a little bit more since the last time I made the video. There are more coming, and I think here is going to be a serious war zone, and it has been. We go to Balkans. We can see more presence of House 19. They have taken few villages here and a lot of villages here, so they have invaded Balkans successfully. There are a lot of players here and they have a lot of villages here. So here in Italy, not much of them. We come to Spain. We have House 15 is still holding down to some of the villages here. And Portugal, they have this parish, the Double Eagle. House 10 has this parish. And a lot more of them in France. 2 of the counties is flipped to Double Eagle, and 1 is in the hands of the unicorns. So here we have them in England. There is a little bit less of them here. There is only 1 in Scotland. and there is a few of them in Ireland. So here has been, I think they have lost some villages in this area. Maybe they just moved from this area. Netherlands and now Brussels is in the hands of House 19. So Switzerland is, I think, in the hands of House 10 again, but they have more villages in this area. I think it's just a temporary flip. House 15 now controls some parts of Germany, and House 6 still controls this buffer zone here, and Belarus, this area still is in the hand of them. There was a bomb base here in Scandinavia, but I think they have dismantled it. There's not many of them left here. There's some House 15 guys in Norway, and there's some of them in Finland. And in Iran, there is none of them left. Iran is cleared from enemies time and again by the help of our friend here. Where is he? Oh, here. Said Hussein. So he has cleared a lot of them from here. He is controlling the capital, and he is defending this land very well. Congratulations to him. Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan is in the hands of House 10. There is a presence of House 10 in Afghanistan, but it's mostly controlled by House 19. They have done a very great job of defending the land since the beginning of the game, especially in Tajikistan. They have not let any of the enemies of them come to this area, except for these few people who are here. But so far, they have done a very great job of defending Tajikistan. And here we can see Jammu and Kashmir, there's a lot of them. Bharat is still controlled by the same guy, and he's in House 19. House 19 controls India, and then here the central India is still now is in the hands of House 6 again. It was in the hands of House 19. Here Tibet is in the hands of House 10, also Yunnan. And in China, when you see a lot of them and not a lot of fighters, I mean the House 10 people, so it's a lot of them here present. House 10 controls the central North China, but I don't call this a safe zone, because except this area in the east of it, the far east, there is a lot of House 10, and they control the county here. It must be a powerful county if they launch from Tokyo. Here we have South Korea and North Korea, and Manchuria is in the hands of House 10 and 11. And just taking a look at Russia, House 5 controls this part, and the rest is in the hands of House 1. You can see a lot of them here still controlling the land. There's not many of House 10 Alliance players here. You can see here there's a bomb base going, don't recall, and Lil Bull is here, so receiving it. I think there is 6 attacks going to him. If he plays cards, then I think he can defend it. I mean, enough cards. So here there's more of them. You can see Siberia is still a safe zone for them. There's not many of House 10 players here. There's some in this area, but in general you can see this area is relatively safe, and not many of they don't have much enemies here. And Kazakhstan is not many of House 10 Alliance. Actually there's none, I can see. There's one here, I think. Yeah, but not many of them around, so they are having fun. Oh, Lord of Mice is here. So Lord of Mice is the Marshal of House 11 at the moment. And oh, China is controlled by House 11s. Who has monked them out? Galgai 181. But anyways, they have monked them out of here. They don't control enough to just take it by vote. Moving to Southeast Asia, Philippines is in the hands of House 10. There's 4 villages of House 19 here. There are more of them here than they have enemies. But then here Macau. Oh, Macau is a part of China, so they are controlling the Macau as well. So they have 1, 2, 3, and they have this one 4 just now. So still, I believe there was a lot of monkeying going on in this area. They have taken this land by monkeying, but that's fair play. Bangladesh is in the hands of House 10. In Myanmar, there's still not even one of the House 10 players present. Thailand, you can see 1 parish here. Cambodia is House 11. And coming to Malaysia, still like last week, this part though is less House 19 alliance. And you can see in Indonesia there's a lot of them, and they control the whole country. Only Brunei is in the hands of House 10, the rest is in the hands of House 19, and they also control New Guinea. Here in Australia you can see that there's a lot of them. They control the whole map in this area, and only Tasmania is in the hands of House 11. Kato is controlling this parish, and this guy is gone. I think they removed him from there. And New Zealand, I think, is for now in the hands of House 10. This area is switching hands a lot, but the northern island is in the hands of House 11 for a long time. So here we have less of them. Some of them has been removed from this area, but House 10 is controlling the southern island and the country. That's all the map for you. Let's go to the glory race. Still 2 houses are going to lose the glory race. So it's House 1 and House 17 are going to be dropped out of the glory race. And after that, there will be only 1 house removed from the glory race. So as the things stand, House 18 is going to lose the next round. House 6 is in the 4th place, House 11 is in the 3rd place, House 19 is in the 2nd place, and House 10 is in the 1st place. So here we have the whole report, again talking about Hagen 66. He's just a pirate, he's saying he's a pirate. But anyways, I know that I have upset the people who are using the bots. Let's face it, the bot is not free, so everybody who is using it, you have to pay around $75. Also putting a program that may harm the computer, or maybe allow illicit people and criminals to access their details, and they can harm them even more. And beside that, they are ruining this game for a lot of players. So eventually, if Devolver is not involved in this kind of thing that is happening, they are going to spend some of the 400 million pounds of floating shares to combat this. And when they come for these people, I don't think that it's going to be very beautiful for them. So if any of you have a problem with the bots and you want to report it or something, don't report to Stronghold Kingdoms. They have been acquisitioned by Devolver Digital, which is a UK company, I think, and they are now owner of this game. So if you send a message and explain to them in like 40 pages that how you can make this game turn around and turn a profit for them, maybe they don't want to close this game forever and just make some money out of it and let us play for some longer time. And lords and ladies, so Hagen has some 120 crowns bounty on his head in Welt 2. Remember, don't attack him on other worlds. I don't know if he has any presence in other worlds, but just Welt 2. I'm sure that no one's gonna attack him, he's gonna be fine. But anyways, because he's a pirate, there's no bounty on your head, then you're not a pirate. So now I'm promoting him to a pirate. And here is Ukraine, a little bit like the real world map. Thank you for watching, and until the next one.